like, hey man, you're starting today. And he's kind of looking off. I'm like, what's wrong with this guy? So then we do 7 on 7, and he's not out there again. I'm like, man, what are you doing? I said, oh my God, what have I done? But he did a good job. He's learning it. He's getting confidence. And for a young man to go back home and play a team like the Buckeyes and play as well as he did, I'm just proud of him. And the biggest thing is you got to keep going. Got to keep doing it. And I told him, that's a sign of a great player. Is someone who can do it week in and week out. And so he's got a long way to go, but hopefully he buys into it. He has a bright future ahead of him.
That's kind of a tough environment for him to start in. It's maybe the toughest on the schedule. Just how were you pleased with the way he handled himself?
Very pleased. I mean, it could have gone one or two ways. It could have gone really, really bad or pretty good. And so I took a gamble, took a chance, and he's been working for it, and he deserves it. And now we got to keep pushing and make sure that you got another Big Ten team coming in who's ranked in the top 10 in the country. So he's got to do it again. So hopefully he prepares the way he did last week, and he gets the same results.
You've had young guys play at that position before. What allows him maybe to just kind of handle the mental and the physical stress as a freshman? That maybe other guys don't have.
Well, I think we've kind of changed the expectations of that room a little bit. To understand that if you come in here and I recruit you, you got to be ready to play early. And I think he's a young man that when you recruited him, you can tell he's mature more than his age. He's a young man, but he's mature, and so he can handle the ups and flows of the game, and that's kind of how I go about it too. Just his personality allows him to do it. Some people don't have the maturity to play early, and he does, and he did a great job for us.
In addition to maturity, what are some of the other qualities you look for in some of those younger guys, particularly freshmen, when you're trying to figure out how confident you feel in them going out and playing, especially in an environment like Ohio State?
Well, really, especially with a team like that, is the aptitude to learn and to pick up things. And so some guys have to be repetitive and see it over and over again. A guy like him he can go out there, see it once, and he can learn, see it on the board. And so those little things that when you play in an environment like that, it's going to be loud. They're fast, they're quick. They have the number 2 team in the country. You got to be able to pick up things. And so his maturity level, as far as just his mental side, is probably a lot further than most freshmen, and that allows him to be successful.
What do you think that's a product of? Do you think that's because of great coaching in high school, or it's natural, a little bit of both?
A little bit of both, I would imagine. Too, his parents probably started him off at a young age of reading stories to him and doing homework and little things like that, and I think that grows. And so he got a great family, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, did a good job of raising him at a young age and doing what he's told to do, right? And so I think a lot of it goes back to home training and kudos to his folks.
You guys have gotten a lot of valuable contributions from guys like Marcelino and A'Shon, very young players. What's how have they kind of proved to you? Prove themselves to you? That was something Coach Allen kind of talked about yesterday. I mean, how did they do that?
Well, just on the football field. I think when they got here, you talk about Marcelino, you talk about A'Shon, their disposition is different than a lot of people. And when he came here, he was a man amongst boys out there just playing. He's only 17 years old, but he comes from a football family. You look at A'Shon, his dad was a little league coach and been coaching him since he was 4 or 5 years old. So football's in his blood. And so you have guys like that who've been playing from such a young age. Your dad's a coach, he's on you. It's tough to be a little league kid and your dad's a coach. You got to ride back in the car with him and you can do things right. Makes sense. And so at the end of the day, same thing with Marcelino. And all his brothers have played in big-time programs, and so he's around it, he's used to it, and those things don't scare him. And so that's attributed to his family and getting him started early in football.
How does having younger players like you guys develop that trust with the coaching staff where they feel comfortable and trust you in those situations?
Well, ironically, me and Marcelino are roommates, so we talk every day after practice. Just try to fill out what our mindset is and how we feel about things, and try to get on the same page because we both are in the secondary. And as freshmen, believing in the coaching staff is big. And so, because if you don't believe in the process and what the coaches are telling you, then you're not going to play. So, we want to play, and we got to believe in what the coaches are telling us.
When did you commit? Was it last June, July, something like that?
Yeah, I want to say June 25th to be exact. Yeah.
Were other schools trying to get you to flip late in the process? Were other schools on you up until signing day?
No, not really. after my commitment, Wisconsin offered me, and Iowa State offered me late. You know, I kind of felt like it was just, hey, we're just going to throw this out there type of thing. So, you know, I just focused on what I needed to focus on, and I was really, after my commitment, I was really focused on my high school season and trying to finish out strong and leave my legacy there. And, being committed, before I committed, Coach Wilson told me, like, being committed is, you got to be loyal. And so that was the deal. I committed and I was loyal, and that's how I had to finish out the rest of my summer.
You mentioned being roommates with Marcelino. What's it like rooming with him? Is he kind of messy, or?
No, he's
what's it like? you guys play 2K or Madden? I mean, what's it like?
He's a NCAA guy. He likes to play a lot of college football on Xbox, and he kills me every time. I don't really play that many video games, but he's not messy or anything, and he's usually like FaceTiming or something. So we talk about football or whatever, get our academics done, and go our ways.